how lackluster that JVF game was just now. I think we actually need to have an epic 3-2 comeback victory to make up for that. Because I think that would kind of yeah, that kind of mitigate that a little bit. Anyway, it looks like we have some stats on the bottom right. I actually don't know what that means. Are they like 2-1 lifetime and then 2-0 this season or something? Flash and Stats haven't, or sorry, Stats and Baby haven't played twice this season, have they? Anyway, some people say the stream is broken. Some people say it's working. If some people say it's working, then I'm not gonna touch anything for now. Some people say it's working, so it's not my fault. Haha! So anyways, looks like we have a wall-in for Baby, which is actually not that common nowadays for, I mean, Terran's used to wall and TVP all the time, but nowadays people are like going, you know, 1 Rax expand, like C, who keeps losing when he does it, but that's beside the point. People like, you know, usually Terrans nowadays just like make a decent, like an anti-zealot SimCity in their base, and then they just don't wall in. Which, I mean, both things seem to be fine. That fangirl looks like really worried. She's probably a teammate fan. Did you see that? Oh my god. You'd think her mom was like having heart surgery or something. She was like super concerned. Wow. Anyways, yeah, it looks like we have one guy off gas. Could be a standard FD, could be a siege expand. I would actually lean towards a siege expand, even though we rarely see that nowadays. Just because of the wall-in. So actually, yeah, pros and cons of the wall-in versus no wall-in. Of course, if you wall-in, you know, units can't run into your base. But you do lose a little bit of mining time because the SCVs have to travel over to the front of the, or rather to the top of the ramp. And I mean, pro gamers, and when you go for an FD, you get a decent number of Marines. So usually you actually don't need the wall-in. You don't strictly need it. The reason that wall-in used to be popular, oh yeah, you can see this. He didn't actually even make a single Marine, it looks like. Yeah, the reason like wall-in is good for siege expand is you only want to make like maybe a single Marine or even no Marines, as you can see when you're siege expanding. And then you need the wall to stop him from, you know, running into your base and killing you because you have no units. But then, of course, you save the money on the Marines, so it kind of like mitigates the lost mining, kind of ish. Anyways, that guy, that hair is like really that hair is like worse than the teammate shirts. Is that even a man? Oh wait, it could have been a female though. All right, if it's a female, I probably shouldn't insult her hair. I actually honestly can't tell at this point. Anyways. So it looks like we have random Dragoons running around. People seem to still be having some stream problems. I apologize, but I guess if your stream is broken, you can't hear me, so I guess that's tough. I mean, it's working for some people, so yeah. Anyways, and the VOD viewers will have no idea what I'm talking about. So it looks like it is in fact a siege expand, which is quite interesting. I mean, I don't even know when the last time I saw this in a professional TVP was. But it's funny because recently I've noticed it being used a little bit more often in like the Foreigner games, the Foreigner leagues that I cast. So I don't know, maybe is this the resurgence of the Siege Expo? If you don't know what Siege Expo is, by the way, you just get siege tanks with siege mode and an expansion. Huh, it's pretty simple, right? It's pretty simple. Of course, the more common build in TVP nowadays is just like doing an FD, which is you just get a handful of Marines, like 5-6 Marines, a siege tank, and you get spider mines and not siege mode. And you do a bit of some early pressure. And I think that's actually probably why the Siege Expand fell out of favor, because it's extremely passive. Like, there's really no way to put on any pressure on your opponent in the first however many minutes. Whereas with the FD, you know, if he played a little bit too greedy, you could, you know, bring a couple of SCVs and then actually do some damage. But with FD, or with Siege Expand rather, there's like literally no way to attack at all. And look at this, Baby actually doing some interesting factory placement with his third and fourth factory, spreading them out on his main base. I guess one thing that does is help spot like on the edges of the base, because your main base on Sniper Ridge is actually surprisingly big. I actually didn't realize how big it was until I played on this map, and a Zerg dropped an entire army in my base without me noticing. And then I was like, huh, this main is actually quite large. Anyways, that was a semi-true story, by the way. So yeah, we have a third and fourth factory here. I mean, it'll help spot if any. Oh, is the observer going to see it? It looks like it will. So yeah, there were two reasons for building the factories here. One is it gives him a bit more vision around his base, helps spot, you know, shuttles and whatnot coming in. The other is that if the observer just kind of goes into the main and sits there by the original two factories, assuming that others will be built near it, you know, it kind of might not scout the third and fourth factory. But I'm pretty sure a careful Protoss will just go and check out the whole main base. And as we saw, Stats did exactly that. So anyways. Let me actually just make sure nothing crazy is going on my computer that might break the stream. No, I don't think so. CPU usage is fine. Anyway, it looks like Baby is thinking of poking out a little bit. That seems like a very bad idea to me. Oh dear, this is bad. Oh god, Baby. Oh my god, what have you done? Losing 3 siege tanks for 1 Dragoon. That is not the kind of trade you want to be making as a Terran. Wait, oh, Stats might get a little bit overeager here, though. He does snipe 1 more tank and gets away, so trading 2 Dragoons for 4 siege tanks, an excellent trade for Stats. Baby getting so... I mean, that's way too aggressive to be... Or, sorry, way too early to be getting aggressive like that. Like, I don't know what Baby's thinking right now. He's doing, like, a really fast push, but it's 4 factories against 6 gateways. I mean, I don't know if he was perhaps hoping that Stats got overly greedy or something. I mean, Stats did take a 3rd base at the 12, but I'm pretty sure his macro is kicking in right now. And oh, it looks like we had a bit of a mine bomb here. I don't know if that was a Dragoon or a Zealot in that shuttle, actually. Oh, presumably there's a bunch of Zealots in the shuttle. And looks like we have some interesting building art in the main base. Oh no, it's actually, those are gateways, so that's actually an interesting, nice formation. And it looks like Stats is going in here just with an overwhelming Dragoon count. I mean, even though the mines were laid in position and the siege tanks were sieged behind, it doesn't actually matter. There's way too much stuff. So Stats, well, actually no, it looks like there's 1 more siege tank in the back. I mean, Stats is going to break this with taking some casualties, but yeah, Baby is just... I don't know what he's thinking right now. Like, what made him think that that attack was a good idea? He played such a passive, like, safe opening, a siege expand, like a 1-fact siege expand, and then he decided to just attack at, you know, 60 supply. It's I don't understand. I mean, especially in these positions, in fact. I was actually going to mention this earlier. Anyway, looks like he's doing some Vulture Ass. Going to get denied by that pylon wall. These positions, in my opinion, are actually good for Terran. Because if you notice, the 9 o'clock base is the Terran's quote-unquote natural 3rd. So if he were to push, you know, northwards towards Stats, he could take the 9 o'clock expansion at the same time quite safely. So I really don't see a reason to try this kind of, you know, weird, fast 2-base timing attack. When he could have easily just, you know, did a standard, you know, push slowly across and take a 3rd base and do that kind of, you know, more turtley style of Terran. I just really don't understand the choice here. And more importantly, I mean, Baby, he kind of needs to win this game. Like, his team's down 0-2. If he loses this game, teammate is dead. 0-3 against KT Rolster, and it looks like Stats is going to try and make that the case here. He's going in. The engineering blade is floating in to try and tank some shots, and it has in fact tanked some shots, but oh my god, a huge mine bomb there. Everything blowing up, a lot of blue goo, but it doesn't matter. Baby's position has been completely crushed. Nothing left there. The random barracks being built is all that remains. And Baby is dead in the water. It looks like Team 8 is going to suffer a hugely disappointing 0-3 defeat here. GG from Baby. Stats. Serious mode. Not even breaking a smile there. Maybe you should like go go to CJ. But that... Wait, was that... That was like not even an hour. Guys, it's like it's 8:45. Team 8 just got 3-0'd in 45 minutes. Oh my god. What the hell? Team 8, what have you done? What? Oh my god, man. Bakri just asked me what I think the best game of today is. Man, these games were all terrible. God. Actually, no, I take that back. Hoja's game was interesting. Because that's the first time we've seen that cheese. So, props to Hoja for showing us a new cheese. Well, not new, I guess, but that's the first time I've seen it. And KT, I mean, solidifies their playoff position. Team 8 is just looking awful. I don't even understand, like... Oh, that's so sad. Well, that is,